Mike Tyson didn't have sex for 5 years at the peak of his career. He believed that it made him a monster in the ring, more aggressive, more powerful, more unstoppable. He knew something that most men don't. Lust is energy. It can either distract and destroy you, or you can learn to control it and feel like you have unlimited power. This video is your full guide on how lust can make you unstoppable. But just quickly, if you want the complete step-by-step guide on how to build the aesthetic physique, improve your facial aesthetics, develop your jawline, and become 10 times more attractive, check out the Maximizing Aesthetics program in the description or pinned comment below. Now the truth is, most men don't control their lust, but instead they're controlled by it. They waste their masculine energy, power, and time on watching porn and jacking off, on swiping on dating apps for hours, on going out and getting drunk to get enough confidence to speak to women. They waste their energy and their time on instant gratification, on short-term pleasure that makes them feel good right now, but makes them feel depressed right after they finish. They never realize that they're draining their most powerful motivator they have to become strong, masculine, and successful. Lust is a primal force that can cause men to achieve impossible things. But nowadays, it's destroying us. The modern man is weaker than ever before. He has lower testosterone levels than his grandfather did. He's distracted, he's depressed, and he hates his life. And this isn't an accident. The modern world has been specifically designed to pit men and women against each other in this brutal gender war where women are more masculine and men are more feminine. It's designed to keep you comfortable, addicted to pleasure, and lazy. All of these companies that weaponize your lust against you are making billions of dollars from you being addicted to porn, scrolling, and instant gratification. These companies will spend millions of dollars figuring out the exact strategy to make you waste as much time as possible scrolling. And as you're scrolling through the endless cycle of Reels and TikToks, you see that one first trap of a girl promoting her OnlyFans, and that hypnotizes you. It hijacks your energy, it destroys your focus, and drains your ambition. They want to keep you weak and stuck in this loop of pleasure, to keep you distracted and on their websites, so they can get as much money from you as possible. A teenager with a phone and the internet nowadays has more access to women than kings used to. King Solomon from the Bible was one of the most extreme womanizers of all time. He had 700 wives and 300 concubines. He had access to more women than pretty much anyone else in history. However, you have probably, in the last month, seen more naked women than he did in his entire life. At our fingertips, like a quick Google search away, we have access to millions of the hottest, most attractive women, and our brains can't even distinguish between what's real and what we're watching. It can't realize that you're just watching all these women. Your brain actually thinks that you have access to these millions of women that you're seeing constantly. It can't figure out that you're just there on your phone and you're not actually with these women. We aren't supposed to live like this, and this is why so many young men are depressed and ending their lives. But what about the successful, ambitious men who achieve such amazing things? The fighters, the entrepreneurs, the warriors, they didn't allow lust to control their lives. Napoleon Hill talks about this in Think and Grow Rich, and he calls it sexual transmutation, which is where you redirect your sexual energy into drive, focus, and creation. Some of the greatest men in all of history, Alexander the Great, Nikola Tesla, Isaac Newton, Jesus Christ, the Apostles, King Baldwin, Leonardo da Vinci, all were able to accomplish such amazing feats because they harnessed their sexual energy and focused it entirely towards their work. Instead of allowing themselves to sin and give in to their lust, they used it as unlimited power to create a legacy that was remembered for thousands and thousands of years. For example, Isaac Newton, the Apostles, King Baldwin were all Christians that lived a life of chastity and strict discipline that prioritized their purpose above anything else. Tesla never pursued romantic relationships because he believed that his creative energy was too valuable to be wasted. Muhammad Ali and most fighters abstain from sex before fights because they believe it makes them stronger, more durable, and more powerful. It's that famous quote from Rocky, "Women weaken legs." But here's the truth. Lust is not your enemy, but being enslaved by it is what will destroy your life. Every man has a choice to either allow lust to control you, to drain you of your energy, and keep you in that same cycle of short-term pleasure and long-term regret. Or you can use your lust to fuel your discipline, your motivation, and your productivity. If you can switch your mindset to doing the hard work, whether it's going to the gym, studying for an exam, working on your business, will make you more attracted to women and result in them chasing after you, result in them lusting after you. That links working hard and delayed gratification with becoming more attracted to women. This links lust and hard work. This will result in you working hard because now you're so motivated. Now in your mind, every time you don't want to go to gym or you don't want to study or you don't want to work on your business, whatever it is, now you're going, if I just do this hard work, I will become more attracted to women. Then I will get the beautiful girlfriend. Then I'll be able to marry her. Then I'll be able to have the beautiful family. And I'll be able to have such an amazing, meaningful life where I can carry on my bloodline. Once you link your lust to working hard and becoming better, becoming more attractive, it's so much easier. You literally have a built-in motivation that's constantly happening. And the more you work, the higher your testosterone levels get, the more motivation you get from this. Now, instead of allowing yourself to be distracted by your thoughts or thirst traps, you're now going to be laser focused on your mission and becoming more attractive through becoming stronger, richer, growing a social media account, becoming a leader of men. Most men will never experience this level of discipline because they've never learned to control their desires. But the 1% of men that can do this will change the world and live such an amazing, fulfilling, meaningful life. Studies have shown that retaining your sexual energy can lead to increased focus, higher testosterone, and a greater ability to take risks. The men who are disciplined enough to control their lust will dominate in every other area of their life. They're the athletes, they're the entrepreneurs, they're the successful men who know that their masculine drive is what allows them to be successful, and therefore they refuse to do activities that weaken that masculine drive. You need to make a choice right now. Either live like every other below average man who allows lust to control his life and give in to every distraction, every short-term pleasure, or you can make the decision to deny your desires and instead channel that energy to drive you to build the life you want and achieve your goals. Once you've made this decision, every single time you feel that urge to watch porn, to jack off, or even just go on a dating app, or even when you just see a thirst trap, remind yourself of your goals. Remind yourself of how much achieving your goals and becoming the man that you want to become will benefit your life and cause you to live such a happier life. A happier life than every other gooner and coomer who just gives in to all his desires. When you're experiencing lust and you really want to give into it, instead channel that energy to work hard in the gym, to push yourself in working your business, to study more for your exams, whatever it is. When you do this, it's built-in motivation. And the easiest way to do this is to force yourself to never watch porn again. Promise yourself that you'll never jack off again. And when you do this, you have the choice of either you have to go out in the real world and speak to women, you have to go on dating apps, you have to put yourself out there, or you instead have to just transmute your sexual energy into your work. When you don't watch porn, when that isn't an option for you anymore, you have two choices when you feel that lust. You can either go out and meet real women in real life, or focus it on your work. Both are going to be more productive than going on Pornhub or anything like that. Now, once you decide to go into this nofap, where you refuse to watch porn, one of the biggest mistakes that men make is they count the days. They go, oh, I haven't watched porn or jacked off in 90 days. That means I can levitate soon. That means that women will be staring at me because they can sense the aura that's coming off me because of it. That's absolutely stupid. It doesn't work like that. What you should do is don't count the days. If you stop watching porn, why are you counting the days? You're just inviting yourself to give into it. You're inviting yourself to fall back into that horrible habit. Instead, flee from lust. Forget about jacking off. Just imagine that it doesn't exist. The main advice the Bible has of fighting lust, of fighting these lustful urges, is to flee from it, to run away from it. So every time you feel that urge to watch porn, to jack off, to do any of these bad things that will mess up your mental health and mess up your productivity, literally run away from it by doing anything else. If you're in your room and you feel that urge, go outside, go take a shower, whatever it is. Find a way to get your mind off of it. Every time you feel that urge to give into your lust, instead transmute that energy into working hard to become more attractive. The man who can conquer lust can conquer any goal he ever wants. Now, if you're tired of being invisible, of wasting your potential, and you're ready to start improving your looks and get women chasing you, you need the Maximizing Aesthetics program. This is the #1 program for young men who want to get lean, get jacked, and finally build the looks and confidence to attract women in real life. Inside this program, I'll show you exactly how to maximize your facial attractiveness naturally, the exact system to build the Greek god physique, and how to maximize your confidence, your style, and your body language. This program teaches you the exact step-by-step actionable advice to become the man that women dream about. Click the link in the description down below or the pinned comment to check out the Maximizing Aesthetics program and become the most attractive version of yourself. Now, thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more self-improvement videos, please like the video and subscribe to the Unlimited Power channel. And I thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.